Hello friends and YouTube family. I appreciate you tuning into today's video. Today's vlog is going to be a little bit more on the serious side. I know you guys are used to me being a goofball and humorous. Guess what, guys? If you haven't watched yesterday's vlog, go watch it. That vlog means a lot to me, and I also express a lot of my history and meaning behind my gem, Ugly Betty. But at the end of the vlog, for those of you who stood to the very end of the vlog, you saw that for the credit scene, I told you guys what? Your boy Toon Dollaz purchased not one, but 2 Bibles. Wow, Toon really bought a Bible? Whoa, that's mind-blowing. Especially considering the whole vlog that I did about why I'm not religious, but I respect religion. Well, I'm no professional, I'm no expert on religion, so please don't hold me to this or scrutinize me. I'm at a period of my life where I'm seeking answers, and that's pretty much the last place that I have to look at. I know there's no human on earth with the answers. You or I don't know the answers for the questions that I have. And why not check that book out, read it, and absorb what knowledge it's providing and see if I can make sense of things. And if worst case scenario, I read the book to the end and I don't find anything of potential value, then I ain't hurting myself any. Knowledge is power, right? I do apologize if this subject matter is offensive to some of my viewers, but I'm not religious. I've never been baptized, nor am I atheist. I'm just a believer of the universe. I'm a believer of a supreme whole. I'm a believer of planets. I'm a believer of stars. I'm a believer of a variety of things that I don't really know if they exist or not. And the same thing with this book. I know you guys remember me and talking about, I said, out of the 4,200 religions that are on this planet we call Earth, which one is the correct religion, or not the correct religion, but which one is the right one? Or how can you believe one more than the other? How does one hold more weight than the other if we're humans on the same planet that you guys want to call a globe, and you have somebody, for example, that's a Buddha on this side of the earth, and then you have somebody on this side of the earth that may be a Christian or a Catholic, right? And they're both believing in separate gods. Whose God is right and whose God is wrong if you're both on the same planet Earth? But when I lost my homeboy Scott Dollaz, hence my name Toon Dollaz, it really slapped me with a harsh reality. One of the most notable things that I found admirable was upon visiting his family after the funeral. I went to a family gathering with his mom, his sister, his brother, and we were talking about memories and things that everybody remembered of him. And one of the main things that his family remembered of Scott Dollaz was that he did Bible study. He did Bible study on an, I would say, avid or regular basis. Like, ever since I was a kid, when I was 11, 12, 13, 14, hanging with him, playing with him as a kid, and we used to go hang out. There was one thing that we all knew about Walt on the block. Walt had to come in for 7 p.m. Bible study. Yes, he studied the Bible with his family. And as an adult, he carried that on. Now, although he respected my religious beliefs, he knew how I felt about religion, he knew my confusion, he knew and understood everything. Me and him had long conversations and detailed, I wouldn't say debates, but just discussions where he would explain his reasoning to me and I would explain my reasoning to him, and we would go back and forth. But when he passed away and I heard his family continuing to bring up memories about my friend Walt relating to the Bible, like him reading the Bible, him studying the Bible, him having debates about the Bible and everything, I don't know, it caused a warm heat in my chest. Like, it was hard because they obviously knew a different side of him than I knew. You know, I knew the rebellious, the gangster side, you know, the creative, outgoing, spontaneous. I knew the rebel, you know. I knew Walt for the streets as a child, you know, as a brother or as a friend, you know, like we was homies. They knew him as a brother in a sense, like a respectful brother, and a son and a grandson and a nephew. So I'm sure he portrayed a different character when he was around his family out of respect. But to think that my boy, within the last years of him going out, my boy was reading the Bible and my boy was still dedicating time to the understanding of higher power, it's very powerful to me, guys. And I can't help but just give it a shot. You know, I went yesterday. I originally went to Target. I wanted to look for the Hebrew Bible or a Jewish Bible or one of the oldest Bibles, the oldest context out. I'm not a familiar person with Bibles. I don't know anything about, I know there's several different translations. There's all different scriptures, etc., New, Old Testament, blah, blah, blah. But me being unprofessional, I went there to Target to just browse through all of them and see which one best fit me as far as the terminology, the reading, etc. I wanted to get like a feel for them. But unfortunately, I went to 2 Targets and neither of the 2 Targets had Bibles in stock. And I told the second one, I said, excuse me, just could you look it up online to see which one in the tri-state area has it, so I don't gotta keep going around from Target to Target? And when he looked it up, he said, I'm sorry, buddy, but we don't have any in stock at any Target. You have to order it online. I'm like in my head, but why would I want to order a Bible online when I could only see the cover and I can't really get a chance to absorb the knowledge, or at least just get a quick little feel for it so I could see what it read like? Now, I almost got demotivated. I was really, yesterday, I was heart set. I was like, AKA hell-bent. That's probably not the correct terminology to use while I'm holding one of these things, but I was genuinely excited. I was enthusiastic about purchasing a Bible yesterday. Like, I've never been so enthusiastic in my life to look into one of these books. But when they told me that they didn't have it in stock, I was kind of bummed. I called my wife. I told her, like, I was kind of miserable, like, because I was really, like, looking forward to it. And when the guy who told me that they didn't have any in stock was there, he was in the department with a customer. The customer's like, hey, young brother, why don't you go check the dollar store? And I'm in my head, like dollar store, like, in my head, like, oh, head, chill, like, mind your business. I'm talking to the sales associate. But he's like, young brother, go to the dollar store. They have the King James version. I'm like, but I would like to compare and contrast to see which version best suits me. He didn't know, like, that's what I wanted to do. So I kind of, like, I wouldn't say brushed them off, but I'm like, okay, thank you, sir. I didn't really care for going to the dollar store. But after all my hopes were shot down, the dollar store happened to be like 2 blocks away. So I was exiting and I was leaving. When I was leaving, I saw the dollar store and something said, dude, just stop by. It's worth a shot. You ain't got nothing to lose. So I parked up. I went into Dollar Tree. I asked the sales associate when I walked in the door, excuse me, do you guys have any books? And he said, yes, sir. They're over there in that aisle. So I went to the aisle, looked down, I saw these notebooks and all that stuff, and then I saw like a whole section with like general books, like children's coloring books and all that stuff. And believe it or not, guys, I didn't see not one Bible. I saw 2, well, actually 3, but I didn't get the third one because the third one was more or less like a child translation. It was about 180 pages or so. But I got 2 Bibles, guys, and this was pretty much the version that the gentleman in Target was telling me about. So, sir, I highly doubt you're going to be watching this one day, but if you happen to catch it, remember me, the guy with the long hair in Target that you recommended? I sincerely apologize from the deepest depths of my heart. But seriously, and even though it wasn't the specific version I wanted, I wasn't looking for this version in specific. I had to get that itch off. I had to get that fever off. Like, I really wanted to purchase it and just have it so I can look into it. I saw this one at first. I saw this one. This is the Holy Bible, the King James version. And check it out. It's husky. It's a big book. And it was only $1. Mind you, it was only $1. I was blown away. I was like, wow, $1? Pretty neat. So they had it in black, burgundy, and I think like white. I got the black one, which is pretty cool. $1 bill. The best $1 I spent in a really long time. And this one was really like fancy. Like, the reason why I said it was fancy is because it came all shrink wrapped or wrapped and everything. It looks professional. And this one is called the Holy Bible, Old and New Testament. Now, this isn't the Hebrew or the Jewish Bible. I don't know. I want it more or less like the Hebrew, one of the oldest Bibles, but an English translation with the original text, the closest thing to what the creator of the universe sent to the prophets, and then they convert it to paper for us, the human beings, or the traditional everyday person to read. Since I didn't get to see that in person, I said, look, let me get this, and in the future, maybe in a week or so, I'll order one online. Or my wife said there's a Bible store in Philadelphia that has a wide variety of them that I may be able to go check out. So that's what it's probably gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to go check it out, go see which one they have. And I wanna get something that the chosen ones, because to my knowledge, the Jews, correct me if I'm wrong, are the chosen one. And upon the world collapsing and coming to an end, they are gonna be the only ones here, and they're gonna be the only ones forgiven. I would love to compare and contrast the reasons why your boy Toon is not gonna be able to come back. But, you know, the Hebrews or Jews, I don't know, please, I'm sorry if I'm slandering or destroying the terminology. I'm not a professional. I'm very sorry. I don't mean to offend anyone. But in my heart, I want to look in this book and seek an answer. You know, I want to seek an answer and see if it has anything that relates to what has happened and anything that relates to my life. Because within the past month and a half since my friend Walt has passed away, today's the 14th. 1 month ago, I saw him in a casket. Exactly 1 month. He was in a casket last 14th of November. And I've been seeing 14s. I can't count. I would say probably 60 or 70 different, that's not to exaggerate, about 60 or 70 different times the past month and a half I've been seeing 14s, the number 14, on a variety of things. And I've been having many clairvoyant or precognition or precognitive visions that have been coming to life. And dream. The past, I would say 17 days or so, I've been documenting dreams back to back, and they're getting more detailed and more vivid, and I'm able to call them on command. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. If my boy could read the Bible and spend time reading the Bible, he would not leave this earth in vain. He would not be forgotten. Although they buffed the painting that we did on the front of his childhood home, and the city threw away the memorial we had out front, and his family is not here in the city to keep his name thriving and alive, he's in my heart. He's in my heart. Thank you, Walt. If it wasn't for you, bro, I probably wouldn't have bought one of these. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Salute. Take care.